once again, thank you all for being with me. And remember that we're all leaders. Whether you're a pastor or a businessman, a manager, whatever, we're all leaders. And you know, there are some sayings that I know you all know, and they're sayings that I say all the time. Whenever I do a leadership meeting, I come out with these sayings. And of course, we know John Maxwell made this saying famous, and that is, everything rises and falls on leadership. And we all know that. You can look at a nation, you can look at a family, you can look at a church, you can look at a business. This statement is true whether people believe it or not. That statement is absolutely factual. It's absolutely truth, because everything rises and falls on leadership. And another statement that we make, and that is that growth without change is impossible. And that's what I want to kind of zero in on today. We're in a season right now that we've never been in before. We're in a season like none other, that as senior pastor of Agape Faith Church for 38 years, that I've never seen the season that we're in. Never in 38 years have we had to shut down our church as far as holding services in our church and people coming, and we're fellowshipping together. And so this is a change that we've never been in before. But what I want to share with you today about change, and because growth without change is impossible. And in the middle of this season that we're in, I'm going to give you one tip. And I know that there are many more, but I'm going to give you one tip today, one Tuesday tip, and then I'll pick up here next week and give you several more, because I've got 4 or 5 tips that I want to share with you about this subject that I'm talking about today. But I'm only going to give you one today. I could give you many more, but I'm going to just give you one. And that is, during this pandemic, during this season that we're in, there's definitely one thing that we've got to be aware of, and that is, this is requiring change. And so, because change, we as leaders, and we as the head of our ministries, the head of our businesses, we've got to be the ones that are out front leading the change. And we've got to be willing to lead it. And we've got to make sure that our teams and our churches, our members, that everyone feels as though we have them in our heart. They feel as though that we are thinking about them, because we are, and we've got to be. But we've got to lead change. There's my beautiful wife, Susan, who is watching. So we've got to lead change that is going to lead our staff, that is going to lead our congregation, that is going to lead our business customers, and that we've got to lead change in order that they know that we're thinking about them. And something that John Maxwell said, and it is absolutely truth, and that is that everything tomorrow comes faster than what today brings. So in other words, everything tomorrow is going to come faster. So in other words, right now, in the middle of this pandemic, one of the things that we that we are facing, that is, everything changes so fast. Because 1 minute we can meet, 1 minute we can't, 1 minute we might have to wear a mask, 1 minute we don't. And so we've got to recognize that change is taking place fast. And that the one tip that I want to leave with you today, and what powerful leaders do in the midst of change, and that is, the one thing that I want to encourage you today and challenge you today is that in the midst of this change, that you foster innovation, that you push innovation, because innovation is I think it's one of the secret ingredients that makes a difficult, painstaking change, if you will, move from impossible to easy. Glory to God. And I'm so thankful that I have had a team around me, our creative arts ministry team, my executive leadership team, our social media team, all of our staff. They have all been so innovative in the midst of this change, in the midst of this situation that we're in, that for me as the pastor, for me as the leader, it is absolutely made, and let me read it the way I wrote it, it is absolutely made painstaking change move from impossible to easy. It's made this difficult time that we're in, not being able to get together, not being able to hold services in our sanctuary. It has made this easy for me as the leader. But the only way, good morning, Pastor Janet DiCiaccio, the only way that we as leaders will be able to have a difficult situation that requires change, the only way that we're going to be able to lead that, our staff through it, lead our leaders through it, lead our congregation through it, lead our customers through it, and that is if we've got people around us that are innovative thinkers. Glory to God. They think outside the box. And here's the situation. There's always a better way. Glory to God. Let me read it to you. I got notes here. There's always a better way, but here's what happens with many leaders. They want to bulldoze over everybody and do it the way they think it ought to be done. I want to leave you with this Tuesday tip today, and that is, you must, leaders, listen to me, pastors, listen to me, business owners, listen to me, all you positional leaders that think you're the boss because you've got the title. Listen to me. During a situation, and especially a season of change, you cannot bulldoze your thoughts through. You cannot bulldoze your way through as if you're the only way. You've got to listen to those around you. But not only listen, you've got to allow them. You've got to allow them to think outside of the box. There are some things that we've done since this situation hit and we couldn't meet in our sanctuary. There are some things that we've done since this took place. Number one, I would have never thought of it. Number two, I didn't think it was going to come off as great and as anointed as it did. And then number three, let me share what happened. Since we have been so innovative and our team has done so many things that are outside of our normal way of doing things, then it has given me a higher level of trust for my team. I already trusted them as far as I thought I could, but now I have so much faith and so much trust in my team because I allowed them to be innovative. Well, listen, it is 10 after, and I was going to go 10 at 10 minutes for Tuesday tips, and I absolutely thank you all for being with me. And I will leave you with this one last thought on fostering innovation, and that is the leader does not personally have to be highly innovative. Glory to God, because I'm not, but I do have a team that is around me that is. And this will cause you to trust your team greater than ever before. Hey, I love you guys, and listen, share this. Come on, help me get followers, and help share this with others on Facebook. Share this with others on Instagram. Tell them to follow JB Whitfield Ministries. Hey, listen, I love you, and once again, know that you are prayed for, that you are cared for, and that if there's anything JB Whitfield Ministries can do to help you, then please let us know. God bless you, and y'all have an awesome week.